Hello everybody, this is Allsouth Gaming and welcome to our new series, Kingdoms of the Dump, a game created by two janitors. I mean, I'm sure there are other people involved, but its big thing is that it was created by two janitors who worked in elementary schools. Turn-based RPG with some interesting aspects to it. I haven't played a whole lot of it. I only done like parts of the intro sequence for my audio testing, which, if anything's too loud or too quiet, please let me know. I will try to fix it as the series goes on. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot about it, except that the whole thing is, like, garbage-themed. As for the overarching story, who knows? We'll see. But with that, let's get started. And, yes, I want to start a new game. And I know I usually save my turn-based RPG stuff for like Friday series so that I can do lengthy ones, but I really wanted to play this one. So it's our main series. The great city of Scrap stood tall and proud among the lands of Phil. While the other dump kingdoms were tangled in petty wars, the scrapmasters of Garbagia forged a stainless age of peace and progress. But even peace, it seems, has an expiration date. From out of nowhere, it was unleashed. Toxic waste from another place. Monsters swept through the city, twisting and terrifying beasts that defy imagination. Dump scholars still debate the cause to this day. Did the Scrap Iron Kings rise too high, too fast? Was it punishment divine? All we do know is that Garbamesh the Great sprung into action. Explosions? What the dishevel is going on here? Yeah, you're gonna see some garbage-related puns. Garbamesh, Gilgamesh. Prince Garbamesh! Receptacles. I know it's probably a reference to something that's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. The city is under attack. You must come with me. Under attack? Impossible. Monsters have overrun the castle. We have to evacuate. I will not abandon this city. You are the heir to the garbage throne, and I swore an oath to protect you. You must come with me. All right, old friend. To the bridge to the southwest. Receptacles joined the party as a guest. From what I've been able to gather, that basically means he's part of the party, he will battle alongside you, but you have no control over him. Now then, we can run around, we can jump. That's going to be very important. He's already gone. So don't touch the toxic waste puddles. Stay sharp, my liege. Time your hits by pressing the action button at the right moment. You can also time your blocks as well. Yes, much like Super Mario RPG, if you do the timing right, you do more damage. Or you take less damage. And as you can see from receptacles moving around, we have grid-based combat. That is going to be very important with certain monsters' attacks. Now then, we can just do a basic attack. We have items, garbage juice. Yeah, like I said, a lot of garbage-related stuff. Full HP, fresh squeezed from the mounds. We can escape. Well, we could if we want to. We can move around. You can move freely once per turn. We can defend ourselves, and we also have skills. Lightning Strike. Direct Thunderbolt at an enemy deals volt damage, but it requires metals, which is basically our MP, mana, whatever you want to call it. But we can use Metal Drain, absorb some MP from an enemy, even their dental fillings. Yeah, MP, metal points. I'm gonna do that just so I can start using my Lightning Strike, because it is a very powerful ability. And I have yet to get the timing down for this stuff. Alright, fine. This is meant to be a tutorial for attacking and whatnot. We'll get to that one later. Rewards, nothing but a lint. But we got a lot of clips, which is our money. Not that we're going to get to use all that. Ooh, what do we got here? Dump Feast. Plus 500 HP can be shared in battle. Okay, I never found that when doing my audio testing, but that's because I followed instructions and went southwest. Which I should have known better in an RPG game. Oh, also, from what I can have seen, encounters are not random. That may or may not change. Ah, there we go. 99, but we can only hold 20. Okay, Toxic Tile. This is where the grid-based movement comes in. As you can see, that attack added, well, or altered the tile that Receptacles was starting on into a Toxic Tile. While you're standing on it, you will be taking poison damage, or I guess toxic damage in this case. It's why you have the ability to move around. Of course, and from what I can tell, later on, we should have the ability to alter tiles of our own. I'm going to go after the one that Receptacles has not been attacking with this. Has a lot of damage. And evidently when these guys die, they leave behind a toxic tile. Only 4 clips from those guys. Bridge is down that way, but if we head this way, there's nothing for us. Nope, that's blockaded. That. I'm trying to not touch that. Doesn't help that it's such a narrow gap. I may as well go for a Metal Drain just to top up my MP. Oh. Okay. Apparently you can time your, special abilities. Okay, let's get off this toxic tile. And yes, Receptacles has his own abilities. Thankfully, it doesn't drain our own metals, so yeah. That's a big monster in the background. And also in the foreground. Or I guess the middle ground in this case. Yeah, whatever. Bridge is blocked. What do we do, my liege? Whatever do you think, my good can? We fight! Try your best to keep off any toxic tiles, my liege. You get a free move at the beginning of every turn. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's get off of this toxic tile. And then let's start blasting this thing with lightning strikes. Way too early for that. Okay, still haven't seen that thing's ability. I remember during my audio testing, it had this thing where it started charging up on and flashed on various tiles. Didn't get to see what it was because it got taken out. But I get the feeling that thing's going to be an enemy later on. And so the great scrap city was devoured by the waste. Garbamesh escaped with his life. He united the kingdoms of the dump. Together in common cause, they defeated the monstrous invaders. They won the war and banished the toxic waste forever, ushering in a new era of peace in the lands of Phil. Landfill. And even a century later, the kingdom still gathered to celebrate this memory, the King's Convention. I thought it was just a 3-day feast, photo op, and meet and greet. Well, yes, that too, of course. But even though old King Garbamesh is gone, it's still important to remember the reason. Excuse me, coming through. Hey, Ratavia! Today's the big day for a boy, eh? Heh. Yeah, I never expected Dustin to be featured in the garbage feast. It seems like just yesterday he was still staying up all night, reading comics, drinking way too much curdled milk, ugh, and then passing out in a puddle of his own drool. Ah, so true, so true. Where's that lughead anyway? He's not here with you? I thought he was coming with you. I figured he already left with you. So that means he's still rustin' sleeping? Well, you're going back for him. You're his best friend. Plus, these pickled eggs ain't gonna sell themselves. I'll be back. Oh boy. Kingdoms of the Dump. Tin Alley. Dustin. Binsley. 5 more minutes. Get up! What? Ow, my lid is pounding. Oh, hey, Ratavia. You won't believe the dream I was having. Garbamesh was there and... Forgetting anything, Dustin? The King's Feast! You are supposed to be the personal guard for King Globespin. Oh, scrap! Most important day of your career and you decide to rest and sleep in? It's not what it looks like. Well, it looks like someone stayed up late drinking curdled milk and reading comics again. I save it for the council. Get your stuff and let's go. So is like curdled milk the equivalent of beer? Because it's like, quote unquote, fermented milk. Well, in reality, it's curdled. And beer is fermented wheat water. I know there's more to it than that, but at its base level. Anyways. Found a can opener. And we can equip it. Let's see. 5 attack goes to 9. Better than nothing. Hand-me-down dented training blade. And neat part is, it shows up on your character. At least on the equip screen. I don't believe it shows up... Well, the weapon would show up in universe. I don't know about armor showing up in-game. Modest yet dependable. Nothing special about a lid like this. Note to self, press escape/start to open the main menu. And, as I'm sure you noticed, yeah, with Garbamesh we had the ability to jump, and we can use that to navigate around and grab stuff. Adventures of Garbamesh Volume 1 through 7. Took you long enough, let's get going. Octavia joined the party as a guest. I'm sure we'll eventually have the ability to control her. Anyways, found a rotten onion. And before we set off, let's jump around and see if we can't get some of these clips around here. It is early game and we're probably not going to be getting too much, so every little bit helps. Blue ones are worth 1, gold ones are worth 10. At least I assume that's gold. Thankfully, there does seem to be a magnetic effect. I'm used to it, still doing here, Binsley. And we can buy items, but we only got enough for rotten onions. Rotten onion, smells of home. Moldy lettuce, plus 40 HP, rich musty flavor. Curdled milk raises boil bar by a decent amount. I'm assuming that's some sort of super move we can do. Kind of like a limit break. But I don't know. Okay, apparently we can't swim, but that doesn't drain our HP. Good to know. Agatha's Dumpside Diner. Best diner this side of the trash mounds. Closed for KingsCon. We're open tomorrow at the hour of mildew. Okay. Oh, hey there, Dusty. Miss Bagatha left early for the feast. Wait a second. Shouldn't you be... Holy scrapola, you better get moving. Not before I take this cold burger. Hey, free healing items are free healing items. Big bro Dustin, you're so lucky to get to go to the feast. Eat all the trash candy you can for me. You're the best knight in the kingdom. Want to hear a scary story? Heard there's a runaway fridge who sleeps in the woods. And who will gobble you up if you wake it up. Roar! And I believe this is the orphanage. Oh, little Dustin. Agatha finally let you move out of here into your very own trash hut. But you miss this place, don't you? Yeah. It's okay to not grow up too fast. I can warm you up some broiled eggs and you can play with your toys, alright? Yeah, Dustin, you want to take a nap with your blankie or do you want to get on the road? Alright, gotta go. Those are some bouncy beds. What's in here? Nothing of import. Alright, let's get moving. And here we are on the world map, which has some sort of... I'm assuming Mode 7? I didn't really get to experience the Super Nintendo era beyond Chrono Trigger. But, yep, our world map. And from what I have read, because while I don't know too much about the story, I did read up on some mechanics, which came up during, you know, some of the reviews I was looking at. That there are some secret areas around that you can get to. Let's see, there is an area we can get to down here. We won't be able to do much with it, but I believe there's an item we can get. I don't think this is one of the secret areas, quote-unquote. Rotten onion. Hey, every little free item helps. What are you doing, Squire? Shouldn't you be at the King's Con? I'd have given my left flap to have been stationed at Hoarding Hall Castle today. Yeah. Now then, let's actually get on the road. To where we ought to go after grabbing this item. Moldy lettuce. Alright, Garbage Way. Garbage Way. Please use caution with traveling. Wild trashy population is high during litter fling months. Follow the trail to reach Castle Hoarding Hall. Well, may as well grab these clips along the way. And check out some other pathways to find items. You never know. Watch your step. Junk storms may have littered the trail. Jump by pressing spacebar / cancel. Regulations state no jumping higher than 3 tires high. Ministry of Responsible Platforming. So we have a limit on how high we can jump. But that also implies that people are capable of jumping vastly higher and are just limited by, you know, regulations. Alright, Dustin, look alive out there. Here. Press the action button at the right moment to get a timed critical. And don't forget to time your block, too. Oh, and we got some metal off of hitting him. Probably should have taken a look at what his skills are. Oh well. Actually, can I do that now? Lid toss. Throw your top. Knock back a target by 1 tile. Okay. Nah. And we don't get to look ahead to see what we got. Wait. Do I have to unlock it? Some items up there. Gotta love using the design of, hey, I'm gonna end up following that clip and seeing something that I normally wouldn't have. Good game design. Good, because we would just follow along the trail, wouldn't have seen those. Two of them this time. That was way too early. Lid toss, but I need 5 metals, and I don't have metal drain. There we go. Alright. Starting to get the hang of it. Well, I say starting to. Getting close to that first level up. What's this? Oh, metals. Collecting scrap metals. Use metals to perform special skills. Please don't hesitate to use metals because you will find more along your way. As they say, the dump provides. Honorable Guild of Sorting. Okay. Well, use it or lose it, I suppose. Keep on your toes. You get a free move every turn if used before taking another action. Positioning can be a difference between winning and losing. It also factors into how much damage you'll do. Cork shot. So, does that mean if I move closer, I'll do more damage? Yeah, it seems that way. Oh. And just like with those toxic bat things, whose name I've forgotten, killing these guys leaves glass shards on the ground, which I imagine is just as bad as that toxic tile. Hey, level 2. And we can get a bonus to our physical attack, our physical defense, or skill power. I say physical attack. And we get a new skill, Metal Drain. Alright. Works for me. Now what's up here? Clips is currency. Universal currency for the lands of Phil. Blue clips are worth 1, gold clips are worth 10. Ministry of Greed and Finance. Okay. Fair number of ministries. Found curdled milk. Why do we get the feeling these healing items are going to be getting grosser and grosser as we go? Ooh. A lot of metal. Now let's grab this and performance pill. Permanently raises attack by... I will take it. Which means I probably should have put that point into something else, but oh well. 75, definitely don't need that. 40? Nah, that's too much. Let's just use a rotten onion. And seeing as how we have some metal now, let's use a skill. Lower your top, knock back a target by 1 tile. Whoops. Wrong one. I was going to try and move as close to it as I could. And we got our rotten onion back, so... alright. Get 10 wows. And apparently the bottle bird is weak to that. I think it does crushing damage, or what was it? It doesn't say. But I imagine it's some sort of blunt damage that it's probably weak to. What's going on? Dustin, you look half asleep. Don't you remember your lessons? Of course I do. Alright, if you say so. Let's make short work of these beasts and get to Hoarding Hall already. Found a TP roll. What's that do? Use at a port to save for full HP recovery. Yeah, this game makes use of the save point system. Port to save. Record your progress on the restroom wall. TP rolls can be used here to restore health. Bring your own roll. Okay, good. We have multiple saves. This does leave me concerned because, well... Because seems like we can only save there. I'm hoping that on the world map we can save whenever we want. Damn, that's a lot of damage. So from what I can gather, getting closer to the enemy means you do more damage to them, but they can probably do more damage to you. Ah, there it is. Cold burger. Alright. Hey, Dustin. Remember you can quick change across the battle ring by pressing up. Try it out. Quick change? Oh, okay. Let's go for this one. And level 3. But evidently it's not a full heal. You know what? Let's increase skill power. Let's see. Sweeping Slash. Spit Shine. Medium plus medium HP. Self-target only scales with skill stat. I did just up that. Sweeping Slash cleans the clocks of 2 targets side by side. So do I want to have a cleave or do I want to have a self-heal? Let's go for the self-heal. Oh, I can swap back and forth whenever okay, that is good. So you're not locked into it and can change whenever you need to. Very handy. No, I figured there'd be some sort of secret back here. Ah, well. Boom. Always a good idea to take whatever fight you can get in the early game. That way you're making sure you're not, under-leveled. Honestly, it's just good to take whatever fights you can get in general throughout the game. More moldy lettuce! I should probably heal up a bit. Okay, that's a good heal. Gym socks. That's probably an accessory or trinket I can equip. +2 attack, workout socks that offer comfort like no other, and it actually shows up on them. Nice. Let's see, nope. Where's that recycling bin guy we saw on the way in? Ask and ye shall receive. Not so fast, Binsley! Look who's late for such an important task. Blue Bin. Why did they ever trust a fool like you to serve as the first squire? After all, you're the worst knight in the kingdom. You're just jealous they picked me over you. Dustin, we don't have time for this. Do you really think you deserve it? What do you say we duel for the honor? Good thing I healed earlier. Let's go. I'll show you just how knightly I am. Let's spar one last time before they have your lid. Alright, I'm guessing this guy's to be our rival. Whatever. Nah. I should go for the heal. Dustin, don't forget to move out the glass. Yeah, I know. That's it. Boiling steel. Oh, I can't even do a regular attack. Alright, let's see what we got. Damn. That's enough, both of you. We're going. Come on, Dustin. Don't interfere, you worthless rat. What did you... My sword! It's completely rusted through. Do you have any idea how much this thing cost? Let's go, Dustin. Yeah, well, that's what you get for calling his friend a worthless rat. Battle with Blue Bin. Duel your rival in garbage way. Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome to the 78th Annual King's Con. Give it up for our host, the hand-picked successor to Garbamesh himself, the level-headed ruler of Garbagia, King Globespin. Thank you all for joining us for these festivities. My only regret is that our dear founder, Garbamesh, couldn't be here with us. Oh, here come the waterworks. Honestly, it's been 15 years for Dump's sake. Excuse me, ladies and garbage men. You know I get a little emotional. Great Maker above, what is the meaning of this? Silence! A new age is coming to the lands of Phil. One by one, your dump kingdoms will fall. Uh-oh. And in the aftermath, it'll be the cockroaches that inherit the world. Search the premises at once! Oh boy. Dustin's gonna get the blame for this one. Though somehow I doubt he would have been able to stop this. Now, let's see. Okay, good. We can save whenever we want on the world menu. Shatterglass Woods. Oops, this isn't the castle at all, is it? Okay, fine. North Hoarding Hall Castle, South Shatterglass Woods. TP roll. Out here on the world map, you can save your progress anytime. No porta potty needed. Good to know. We've got about 5 minutes left. I know it's gonna be cutscenes once we go in there. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna end things off a little bit early today. Yeah, I know, only 40 minutes for an intro sequence after we just had that exciting little cutscene. But remember, I'm recording these right before work, so I can't afford to be spending over an hour doing this. Matter of fact, the only ones I don't record before workday would be Metaphor Fantasio, because, yeah, it's insane trying to record an hour and a half right before work. But anyways, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.